Hey everyone, I've got a great pedal shootout for you from my friends at Maxon Effects. They came out with a series of fuzz pedals called the Fuzz Elements. There are 7 of them, modeled after the most sought after vintage fuzz pedals. We have water, void, air, ether, earth, wind, and yes, fire. I'm going to leave it up to you to go to maxoneffects.com and read what these pedals are modeled after and their characteristics, but what's more important than hearing the characteristics, the differences between each of these pedals. That's what we're going to do today. I've got this PRS going through all the fuzz elements into the clean channel of a Friedman BE100, and we're going to test this over the clean channel so that we can better hear the sonic characteristics of each of these fuzz pedals. The best way for me to do this is to get on the floor so that I can twist some knobs in real time, so that's what I'm going to do. Let's get started. So here's the guitar on clean. And let's go to the first pedal, the water. I'm going to turn the sustain knob all the way down. That is the gain knob actually on this pedal. It does have a tone knob. And it also has a frequency selector and a boost and cut for that frequency. So if we push it down here, it's going to select a low frequency. And we can cut that. Or boost it. That is the water pedal. Let's go over to void. Now this one has a blend knob, so all the way here, it's just clean. There's the amp. So I'm going to turn this all the way to 100% the fuzz pedal. Super cool. You know, vintage fuzz pedals, some of them, their characteristic was kind of like a lower bit rate. So it kind of diminishes the tone. That's a full chord. That like ridiculous compression and then, you know, a slow release. Very cool. That's the void. Let's go to the air pedal. Actually, let's start with the, this one is called expander. Again, it's the same thing as overdrive. It's the same thing as sustain. It's the fuzz amount. Let's start with it all the way off. This also has a fat and a scoop. As you would guess, the scoop knob scoops out the mid-range. That's a pretty big difference. Very cool. That's the air. Not quite as much compression as the void, but you get some nice tonal characteristic differences between the fat and the scoop. Back to clean to reset our ears. Let's go to ether. Let's bring it down. This one also has a frequency selector and a boost and a cut. If your frequency selector is right in the middle, it's going to choose the mids, the highs, and the lows. So in combination with your guitar and your amp, if it's got too much highs, you crank this all the way up to your high level and you cut it with this one. Very cool. All right, let's go to Earth. This one's set up more like our normal overdrives here with a tone, level, and sustain / gain / fuzz, whatever you want to call it, kind of knob. Very subtle. Halfway up. Yeah, very nice. Very nice characteristic of a fuzz pedal, very normal kind of fuzz. All right, this one, we've got apparently a buffer if it's off or on. Well, first we have to, oh, the pedal's on. Okay, good. So it's kind of restoring some highs and upper mids when we have that buffer engaged. We also have a hot and a vintage, which sounds like it's boosting a little more of the low mids and the lows. Go down to vintage. Again, that's just kind of cutting a little bit of the lower mids and the lows back a little bit. that's wind. And here's fire. Okay, so just the pedal by itself here without the other switch engaged. We'll get to that in a second. Seems to have a bit of a mid-range scoop just built into it. A lot of really nice harmonic overtones coming out. Very compressed, completely squashing the tone. But of course, in a cool vintage fuzz pedal kind of way. So let's hit the notch filter. I don't know if it's called a filter, by the way. Okay, it is. Obviously giving us a bit of a complete tonal shift here. So I think it kind of takes the EQ curve and just flips it, because now we have a lot of mid-range and not a lot of high end or low. And that's kind of the opposite, right? Now we're kind of have the happy face instead of the frowny face. Actually, flip that. This is a lot of high end and low end, and no mids. And this is the opposite. So there's our playthrough of all the Fuzz Elements pedals. Again, go to maxoneffects.com to read more about these pedals. See ya.